Hello, fellow Libras. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We're going to be doing your June 2022 love reading. It is going to be timeless though, so you can really just watch it whenever, wherever. And whether or not you have Libra in your chart does not matter because we all have it in our charts to some degree. And if you don't have a placement, you have it in your house. So take it as it resonates and just leave what doesn't fit and try not to force it, right? It's a general reading, so it might not be for everybody. You might have little parts here and there. It's most important to just trust your intuition, right? But yeah, we're just going to be using the Mystical Cats Tarot for your reading today. And yeah, we're going to cut up the deck and get some messages for you between, we're going to get your energy, your person's energy, and energy in between, and any advice that you may need. Right, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the Taurus season. I hope you're probably enjoying Gemini season. It is a very sociable, airy season. I've been personally enjoying it. Well, I'm a Taurus myself. Let me see what we can get here for you guys. What do we got here? What does Libra need to know in their energy? Okay, not bad. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil reversed. So I feel like you're overcoming a lot of toxic cycles. You're overcoming some very karmic cycles. You're walking away from a lot of karmic people and situations that may have been keeping you stuck and stagnant, not only in your life but in your relationships. Because in your energy, we have the Emperor and we have the Two of Cups reversed. So what I'm feeling like here is you have decided to step into your power and put an end to something that was just causing you a lot of mental anguish. It was causing you a lot of pain. It was causing you a lot of heartbreak. Maybe somebody had a falling. Maybe somebody broke up with you. But more what I'm feeling is you have decided already, if you're not already thinking about it, have walked away from something that was very toxic for you, to be quite honest. But it looks like you're doing good. It looks like you have stepped into your energy. You've stepped into your power and managed to embody your divine masculine energy, keeping in mind it is not gender specific and we all have divine feminine and masculine energies within us, right? Let's go and get I want to get a little bit more energy on you here before we get anything for your person. So Spirit, what do we got here for Libra's energy in this situation? Yeah, because you got the Emperor and the Two Cups reversed, which is really, really nice, quite honestly. And we have the Moon reversed. So I think more than anything, there's a need to just kind of focus on your internal state right now. There's a need to go within and maybe feel some of the difficult emotions you may have been going through. Kind of taking a better approach to how it is you're going about relationships. I think more than anything, because you have walked away from something, you're in this space of maybe not wanting to face some of the deeper emotions that are coming up for you. It's one of those energies of like it feels like it's very detached, right? The Emperor, it's a great energy, but I feel like there needs to be a balance of divine feminine energy within your space. So it's this need to really just find that balance within yourself right now. What can you do to nurture yourself a little bit more? If you are dealing with a heartbreak, I think it's important for you to not ignore the emotions you're feeling. And I wouldn't even say you're just straight up ignoring them. There's just a need for you to be patient with yourself and to understand that the healing process takes time, especially if you're going through a difficult breakup or you just walked away from something toxic. Like, keep in mind, it does not always have to be love. Like romance, it can be like friends, family, co-workers, jobs, like anything that's causing you toxic karmic experiences. It sounds like you're freeing yourself from that. But we're gonna get some energies for your person here. Whoever it is you're dealing with, whoever it is you walked away from or are considering walking away from, let's get some energies on this person here. What do you got for me, Spirit, for Libra? Alright, what do we got? Libra's person, Spirit, what can you tell me here? Okay, not getting any cards yet. Hold on. Gold balls, there we go. Yeah, Chariot. So somebody could have very well walked away from you. That could very well be the case. Maybe this person has decided to move in their own direction, and you may be feeling very heartbroken and not wanting to face some of those difficult emotions. And honestly, I don't blame you. It's not a fun experience when somebody walks away from you. Everybody has their own reasons as to why they walk away from stuff, and more often than not, it's usually not personal. It's pretty much never personal, I would say, in any degree. But let's get a little bit more energy here on this person. What's this Chariot here for in this Libra's person's energy? Because again, this could be somebody coming towards you. This could represent a new love coming towards you. Maybe you're in a situation where, and you've just been through a lot, right? And you're feeling heartbroken, and you're maybe having a little bit of trust in new relationships right now. But either somebody walked away from you, or you have somebody new coming in. Regardless, that's going to be the case. So if somebody did walk away from you, you will have somebody new coming in. Should you be open to that? Let's get a. Okay, hold on. I dropped some cards in between my seat. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so this is not bad. I mean, you got a lot of cards that came out, though. Alright, well, it looks like... Well, let me just show you the cards, right? So we have the Fire Queen, which would be Queen of Wands. This could represent somebody new that is coming into your life, because we do have this here, which is the Earth Kitten, and that could represent somebody that's kind of slow moving but also very passionate, right? So there you could have options. That's what I'm hearing. I mean you're Libra, you know what I mean? From what I understand, Libras are very beautiful people. I think everybody's beautiful in their own way, but from what every Libra that I've ever met has been a very beautiful person, inside and out. So I would not be surprised that you would have options, Libra, but you do have a sense of lack of clarity here in this person's energy. But it does look like somebody that wants to work with you, and it's coming together for you with the Magician. That's pretty okay. That's what we have there. Yeah, it's looking like you have options, you have choices, but it's more than anything. What am I getting from this? It just feels like if this is one person in particular, they may be feeling unclear about how you feel about them, because you are in this space. You are in this kind of Two of Cups reverse, Moon reverse space. Maybe you're just keeping your emotions to yourself right now, right? So maybe you are dealing with somebody new, somebody that does want to manifest this with you with the Magician, somebody who's very passionate about you with the Queen of Wands, somebody who is willing to work on this with you with the Three of Pentacles and the Earth Kitten. Like it could be like a fire sign or an earth sign, but that's aside from the points. But it does feel like this person is not entirely sure how you feel, because you're just keeping your emotions to yourself, possibly because you're not really trying to look at them right now, because you're in this space of heartbreak, healing from heartbreak, kind of focusing on your own stability right now in your Emperor status, really working on your life, working on your career. So I think, yeah, man, it feels like somebody is trying to come forward to you. You may have multiple options, and you're kind of just keeping everybody at bay, because you're just in a space of needing to work on your life, needing to get your finances together, needing to work on your career, on your passions. But again, it's like fast-moving energy that came out earlier. So it's really up to you. It feels like the ball's in your court. I'm not really picking up on any one person in this spread here for the other people in your energy. So again, you might just have options at this time. Let's get some energy as like an in-between, like maybe some advice for you, since it doesn't seem like you're messing with anybody in particular. It's not what I'm feeling here. It doesn't feel like there's anybody in your energy that you're particularly interested in, at least romantically, that is. Okay, let me get some final advice here then for Libra. Yeah. Sorry, let me get these sorted. So it's this need to, I mean, the High Priestess is a very intellectual energy, it's a very spiritual energy. Six of Wands is just, can't speak, excuse me, Six of Swords. Walking away from anything that is taking you away from your High Priestess status. Not giving energy to anybody who may be coming in. Maybe there is somebody, okay, I'm picking up on something where maybe you are dealing with somebody, and they're with that Queen of Wands energy, they're coming in, they're very passionate, but they're not very clear on their intentions. Like, they're just very fast moving. So that can be like love bombing energy, right? Maybe somebody's coming in, they're like love bombing you, they're hot and they're cold, they're in and they're out. And that's why that, Ace of Swords reverses in their energy. Maybe they're just not entirely sure what it is that they want, and that may be causing you to feel like you're in this Two of Cups reverse, the Moon reverse space. So maybe you are very in touch with your emotions. I didn't mean to imply that you're not. I know everybody can be to some degree, right? So it just feels like there's a little bit of confusion coming from this person. If you are dealing with somebody, it looks like they're providing you with stuff that isn't what it is you're looking for. Maybe it's maybe you're not being treated the way you want to be treated. Maybe, again, they're just breadcrumbing you. Maybe it's just something where it feels like they're not being very mature about their approach, and that might be causing a little bit of confusion here. And honestly, what I'm picking up on now, if I can get the cards, where did I set them? This could be somebody that has multiple options, you know what I mean? The fact that they have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, it could represent somebody that has multiple options, but we don't really have any Three of Cups energy. We don't have anything. I mean, we have Three of Pentacles energy, so I guess that can represent maybe somebody who's really just focused on having fun, somebody who's focusing on their friends, just kind of flirting, having fun, doing their thing, and that could be this person's energy in your space right now. So I think it's important to understand that if that is the case, and that's why you're feeling confused, then it's really up to you to decide whether you want to continue to invest in this person. Not necessarily saying that nothing good could come from this, because you really never know. But it looks like this person isn't really coming forward with anything particularly concrete. And the only reason I say that is because it's just we have this Ace of Swords reverse, and that to me is just really glaring in the situation where there may be somebody that is passionate about you. They may be actually taking you seriously, and they may be offering slow committal energy, kind of. It's like a fast moving energy but slow committal energy. So they may be very passionate and emotional towards you, maybe not revealing their true emotions, but in this space of just keeping you around because they enjoy you, because you're a very beautiful person to be around. Maybe they just really enjoy your looks and your personality and what you bring to the table. But I think it's important for you to maybe not take it so seriously, especially if they're not coming at you seriously. At least not as seriously as you want them to. Right? So it's realizing that it's okay. It's okay to walk away from things that are making you feel a certain way, but it's also up to you to understand why that's making you feel that way in the first place, Libra. Why is it that this person's actions are triggering you? What is it triggering in you? And is it something that you feel like you need to walk away from? Or is it something you feel like you can come to balance with? Not only within yourself, but within the situation. So let's say this person is triggering you in a certain way, and you're not sure how to move forward. Maybe that's why the Moon reverse was coming up for you, because you need to kind of look at those triggers and understand how that's impacting this relationship, how that's impacting the way you view love in general, right? I'm going to get another pull of advice here for you, though. I almost called you Spirit. Libra. Spirit, can we please have some final advice here for Libra in this situation? What does Libra need to know? What do they need to know in this situation? It could also be energy between you two, advice for you both as well, but I'm more feeling like you need a little bit of advice here on how to move forward in this situation in a way that's going to be healthy for you, because that is also very important. It should be equal, right? Both people should have equal reciprocity. They should be seen and heard in the relationship, and that's really what I'm feeling. But let's get some final pulls here for Libra. What do we got here? Spirit for Libra, final energies. See if we can get any cards. Ooh, that one floated. I don't know if you could see that. Probably not, went off camera. Yeah, but I mean, it is the floating cat reverse, which to me in this deck is the Hangman. So the Hangman reverse came out for I don't even know. I think it was Virgo, maybe. I don't know who it was. Came out for somebody that I did a reading for. One of the signs I did a reading for today. It's this need to go within again. I think you really need to go within. I think there is wisdom to be found in the situation, regardless of what it looks like right now. There's always something to be learned about yourself, about the other person. And that's the beautiful thing about relationships. They may not always look the way they want it to. No, they may not always look the way we want them to, but they're always there to help us learn and grow. And I feel like this is what this person is here for right now. Maybe they're not providing you with everything you want. Maybe it is a little confusing, but it's for you to get in touch with yourself, which it looks like, again, you've already done. I feel like you're doing the work, and you've done the work, and you're in your Emperor status. You know what you want. You know what you deserve. You could be, a masculine counterpart in the situation. Perhaps this could be a twin flame situation, maybe. It didn't really feel like that. To me, it feels more karmic than anything. But it does look like you are in your Emperor status. It does, again, not gender specific. We all have the masculine and feminine energies. It looks like you are really coming into your power here, and this person is helping you do that. So maybe that's the big lesson here. It's just realizing that while it may not look how you want it to look right now, that does not mean that it never will, because it does look like this person does care about you. They are passionate about you, and they are putting in the work in the relationship. It just looks a little different than what you thought it would, right? Let me get a final pull here for Libra. What can we get final pull here for Libra? Spirits. What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, it just feels like a very confusing energy. It feels like to To me, it feels like a Two of Swords kind of energy that you may be in right now. Is what I'm picking up on. I'd like to get some final advice here, Spirit, for Libra. What can we get here for Libra? Let's see. Nothing coming out yet. Yeah, nothing. Almost. We'll get something. Hold on. There it is. Alright. So it looks like we got 3 cards for you. Final closing energies. Oh, 4 cards. Okay. That's pretty nice. Yeah. Well. Okay, let me go over the cards. So we have 5 of not swords, 5 of wands. We have the King of Cups. Oh, we have the King of Cups, excuse me. The 9 of Cups reversed, and then we have, wait, hold on, I'm like pulling the cards wrong. There it is. 6 of Pentacles, right? So what I'm feeling like right now, your advice is to maintain your emotional maturity, understanding that you know what you want, and that's okay. But it's also okay if the other person can't provide that to you right now, because we do have the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Cups reversed. So to me, this feels like a codependent type of energy. I feel like you're maybe becoming a little bit too codependent on what you want this person to provide you, or maybe because they're hot and cold, it's creating a sense of addictiveness or codependency on the emotional high that they give you when they are there and they are present, they are giving you the love that you want. But it's recognizing that, like, even when they don't and when they pull back, it's not always personal. You know what I mean? When people are doing their own thing, it isn't personal. Oftentimes they're just doing their thing. People live in life gets crazy. But I feel like the big advice for you right now is to be okay with where you're at right now in this relationship. Take this as an opportunity to figure out why you feel the need for them to do a thing, and if they can't do that thing, how can you provide that to yourself right now? You know, or are you willing to find that somewhere else? Because a lot of the times in relationships, we don't always have to get one thing in every relationship, or no, excuse me, we don't always have to get everything in one relationship. It's important to recognize that, like, other people can provide other things to us, especially if it's a new relationship and something that you're maybe not too serious about right now, or maybe you are really looking for commitment with that Emperor card that you had. Maybe you're looking for a serious commitment and this person is just not there yet, and it's up to you to decide whether you're willing to wait for that person or to communicate with this person and try to talk about that and talk about, like, okay, like, have you discussed your needs in a relationship? Have you discussed what it is you want in the future? I feel like it's not really too soon to do that. I mean, I feel like the sooner you do that in a relationship that you're serious about, the sooner you can get what it is you want, either from this person or from somebody else, right? Not saying to, like, use people like that, but for example, like, let's say you're starting to get somebody and you guys clearly have a nice connection, and you're in this space of, like, okay, this is really great, things are going really well, but, like, which direction is really going? I think that's when it's time to kind of open up a little bit and say, hey, like, you know, where are you at with this relationship? You know, where do I stand in your life? You know, what do you want for yourself in the future? Do you see yourself wanting commitment, even if it's not with you in particular, right? So, like, do you want commitment with me, or do you even want that for yourself? What kind of life do you see yourself living? Like, do you ever want, maybe you don't have to go like, oh, do you want kids? Do you want to live together? But, like, you know what I mean? Just getting a base of where their plans are, what their plans are for the future, right? Just being very open about yours, but not in a way where you're trying to force them to, you know, say, like, yes, I want to commit to you, yes, I want this, but just to understand where they're at right now. And I think more than anything, it's a good opportunity to understand where you're at right now and figuring out if this person fits into your life in a way that's going to be beneficial for you moving forward into that Emperor status that you are clearly stepping into, right? But it does look like there needs to be some discussion had, some emotional mature discussions with the 5 of Wands and the King of Cups. I feel like there's a need to really truly discuss your emotions in the situation, not only within yourself but with this person, if this is somewhere where you feel safe expressing yourself. Because a lot of the times when it comes to these emotional expressions, it's important to make sure it's a safe space for you to do so. And if you don't feel like it's a safe space to do so, then maybe keeping a little bit of that to yourself and understanding that things will work themselves out. But what I'm seeing here, though, with the 6 of Pentacles, it is a balanced situation. It is something where the discussion is possible. It looks like you're both mature enough to have this discussion. But what I'm seeing here, guys, it's like you need to just understand what it is you're truly seeking out of this relationship. Understand what that stems from, and if you can get that here. And if not, if you're okay with that. And if you aren't okay with that, then you need to be very vocal about it with yourself. And then once you get to a space where you feel like you can communicate that to the other person, you know, maybe just be a little bit more open about your needs in the situation and say, like, I need this out of a relationship with you. Can you provide this to me? Maybe you don't have to be so blunt. I'm a very blunt and straightforward person, so I'm sure the way I'm saying it can be very just like, boom. Maybe going about it, you're a Libra, you're a really good communicator. I don't always feel I'm the best at those types of conversations, so I'm sure you can figure out a way to do it that will make more sense for you personally. But you know, just doing it in a way that's going to provide you the clarity that you need, so that way you can either continue to build with this person, or you can kind of set boundaries and maybe look elsewhere and open up your options, right? But at the end of the day, Libra, it looks like you're just going through this really big phase of stepping into your power, knowing what it is what you want, and not being afraid to get it, which is a beautiful thing for you, Libra. But that's all I have for you this almost a week this month. I'll see y'all in the next reading, keeping in mind this is a timeless reading. You can really watch any of the other readings that you want to watch, and they will likely apply because we have every sign in our chart to some degree. So thank you so much for watching, Libra. I really do appreciate you, and I hope you have a fantastic month whenever it is you're watching this. Yeah. See ya. You have a good one, Libra. Bye bye.